Okay, this is a brief description of the Literature Focus Unit website for literacy, special ed 414 or 514. The basic: select a chapter book in small groups. That's at the reading level for grades 3 through 6. And you can look on the back, RL, and I would suggest you pick a favorite book that you remember reading, a chapter book. You will have to read the book, so I would start soon. And your group is going to create a website for your book that includes the pre-reading activity for each chapter, and you can see the descriptions for that, as well as a post-reading activity, at least 2 of them. So you'll need to divide the chapters equally among the group. There are 5 of you in your group. If there's 10 chapters, each of you will take 10. If there's 12, well, then you'll have to fight it out. So for each chapter, you'll design one pre-reading activity that gets them ready to read the chapter and see notes. And for each chapter, design and describe 2 post-reading activities that extend or manipulate something in the chapter. Use thinking skills, multiple intelligence theory, Bloom's action words, triactic theory, or strategy described in class or in the textbook for one of these. The readers should know exactly what you're doing, meaning it should be described in such a way that a student from another class can come by next year and go, oh, that's a good idea, I think I will do it. So described in such a way that someone out there can look at that and do it. This is going to be a cooperative learning group. We'll draw 4 groups. There'll be 5, and I'll set up a discussion web so that you can interact with each other. And as I said, at the end of the semester, I'm going to put these on the website, so you'll have access to this forever and ever and ever. You'll choose a president, and these are the groups. Organize, facilitate, make the final decisions if there's a conflict. Keep meeting minute notes, record important information. Put notes on D2L discussion site so I can keep track of your progress here and make sure everyone is informed. A web monkey will find and set up the free website for this project, and you will be responsible for putting the stuff on the website. Now, this doesn't mean you can't get help for each of these roles. You have to make sure the URL link works. Jiminy Cricket is the conscience. Send me weekly updates as to how your group is making progress. All right, make sure all members are contributing, and let me know if there are slackers amongst you, and make sure all members have read or are reading the book. And the helper elf. Get the books, provide help as needed by others. The helper elf will be responsible for communicating with me if there are questions or concerns. So your website should have the name of the book and the group members' names, a brief synopsis of the book, and maybe an interesting picture or diagram. When you're looking at websites, you cannot be too visual, so don't be afraid to make it very visual and interesting. Each chapter should have a synopsis and a pre-reading activity and 2 post-reading activities as described above. Each post-reading activity, you'll have to identify the thinking skill, action word, or type of intelligence so I know exactly what you're doing, and identify the specific skill or activity from the class or assigned reading so I know exactly where they're coming from. And here are the different thinking skills that you can use to create a post-reading activity, and we'll be going over these in class. These are different creative thinking skills that you can use to create your activities. You can teach a person you can give a person a fish or teach them how to fish. By helping you design your own activities, I am teaching you how to fish, so you never need to rely on a teacher's manual ever again. Using Bloom's action words to create activities, and the Sternberg triarctic theory, using these to create activities, and Gardner's action words to create your own activities and assignments. And I have the criteria for your literature focus unit there. Okay. That is it. We will talk more in class.